Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Remilekun Collins and I am a food blogger and food business owner in Lagos. I cook for homes and offices and I cater at parties. And I am so glad to be here and grateful for the opportunity to share my experiences and knowledge with you. And I'd like to congratulate you for enrolling for this program of the Plenipotent Company. This is a life-changing program. Haven't gone through it myself, so I know what I'm talking about. So welcome again, and I do hope that we will have an insightful session today. My purpose here today is to talk to you about the hidden value of investing in your own personal development. We are going to be talking about why you should invest in your own personal development. And also, before we go to that, I'm going to talk about some of the areas that needs development, areas of your person that you should develop. Before we go any further, I would like to say that the best return on investment that you can get is the one you get from investing in yourself, the one you get from doing things that make you grow, doing things that you have never done before, and generally just challenging yourself to push through new heights. Personal development is basically about doing things that help to improve your life, to make you more fulfilled and be able to make an impact in the world. So, anyone who is desiring of a better life has to take personal development very seriously. When I joined the Plenipotent Company as an intern, then we call it the internship program. I had just left a job which was taking me away from home for long hours, and I did not want to not do anything and just be at home, be a wife, and just take care of the children. That was doing something that I did not like to me, and I just wanted to improve myself. I knew what I wanted and I knew the necessary skill that I had to acquire to get what I wanted. So I enrolled, and today I am very grateful that I met Mr. Philip and talked to him about what I wanted to do, and grateful to him for, holding my hand. And as they say, the rest is history, but I'm just grateful. So, personal development is something that I take very seriously and I don't joke with it at all. And even now that I cannot say that I have everything that I want, I still am developing myself every day because personal development has greatly contributed to most of the things that I can say that have achieved today by the grace of God. So, without further ado, let's delve into the topic. Personal development is as simple as what you do when you go to school to learn to read, to write, to learn new things. It is even as simple as just learning a new word or learning to use a new word correctly or learning to pronounce a word correctly, just mastering your tenses and all of that. So, personal development is very simple. It's just something that you do to improve yourself, to improve your worth, yes. But before we go into the values you can get from investing in personal development, I'd like to quickly touch on the areas that need personal development. And number one is mental development. Read books and stay informed in your line of work. Number two is social growth. You need to learn how to communicate and interact with people. That is very important. Number three is spiritual growth. And I know a lot of us around here like to go the structural way where we either join a church or go to mosque. So that is also very important. Number four, you need to develop yourself emotionally. How do you respond to situations? How do you manage your feelings? Situations like stress, like anxiety can be a challenge. And if you are emotionally developed, you can better manage them so they do not get in your way of your overall growth. So learn to manage your feelings and how you respond to situations. And finally, develop yourself physically. This has to do with what you eat, the things you do generally with your body, exercise. That is very important. Take food seriously, eat healthy food, and if you have children around you, extend the same to them so that they can continue to grow on that path. I am of the opinion that there is not much that one can achieve if you're not physically fit. So take care of your physical health and you are going to be able to do a whole lot. About 2 years ago, I started to do some exercise in the morning just to get fit. And when I found out about some other benefits that I was getting from it, I could not stop. For instance, my children will come back from school around 3 p.m. and I will be helping them with their homework and will almost fall asleep while at it. But on days when I do my exercise, I am usually very alert and I'm able to achieve more. So try to eat healthy and try to exercise. It doesn't have to be something thorough. All right, so I hope you're getting value from this session and I am making sense. So now let's talk about the values you get from investing in your personal development. Number one is fulfillment. There's just some kind of a feeling of success, feeling of satisfaction that you get from continuing to work on yourself, improving on your skill, and generally just making sure that you're better than yesterday, generally. So if you continue to work on yourself, you continue to look for better ways to do things, to look for smarter ways to do things, you're going to feel fulfilled, you're going to be satisfied and feel sort of successful. Yes. Number two is confidence. When you know that you have equipped yourself with certain skills, you can approach you can approach certain types of work, you can approach some opportunities because you know that you have what it takes to do it. You'll be able to grab opportunities when they arise because you're already prepared, you have acquired knowledge and necessary skills. So when opportunities arise in your line of work, you are ready and you're better able to grab them. For this next one, I like to borrow the slogan of my Oga, William Soladele. It says, learn more, earn more. And I think that is self-explanatory. If you are able to learn more, you can ask for more money. Literally, that is what it means. So as you continue to increase your skill, you continue to gather more knowledge, you're able to better take on opportunities and then you can increase your earning by so doing. Shortly before I finished my internship at the Plenipotent, I worked with a company as a ghostwriter and I was writing for a certain website. I think twice a week I was doing that and I was getting paid. So a few months after that, after I started with them, someone shipped in a huge man-made dinosaur into Nigeria and wanted to exhibit at schools and generally places where people gather. And the owner of this company told me, Remy, I think at that time I had started my YouTube channel, and with YouTube, for me, I share recipes on YouTube, so I do a lot of voiceovers. And she had been following me on YouTube, and she says, you do good content. I love your voiceover and all of that. Why don't you be a narrator? I was writing and I was doing voiceover, and she thought both they work together. You can write your own script, and then because you do voiceovers, you can do this. So because I'd been working on myself to be able to do these things, it was really easy for me to take on the job, very very easy. And what I got paid as a ghostwriter for 2 months is what I earned in 2 hours working as a narrator. So I think that is how it works when you continue to work on yourself. When opportunities arise, people will know that you can do these things. You don't have to do so much work to get it. The opportunities just come running at you, and because you're prepared, you can grab them. And that's just it. So let's move on to the next point. Number five, I hope I'm correct with the numbering. You will be relevant as long as you continue to invest in self development. You will stay relevant because the things that you knew yesterday are probably no longer useful today, for instance. So, as you continue to learn new things, you will stay relevant. in your field, in your line of work. So self development will help you to be relevant. You will not fizzle out. You will not fizzle out as long as you continue to work on yourself. All right. Next point is that you will become the go-to person in your line of work if you continue to grow yourself, continue to invest in your personal development. Uh, People will just see you as a go-to person when they need answers, they need help in the area of your specialization. And besides being able to answer people's questions and share your knowledge and experience, you can monetize this. I know that now, because of how much time it takes to share certain things with people, asking me, how do you do this? How do you do that? In fact, sometimes I don't even ask. I don't even ask. I want to get paid to share this information with you. People just send messages and email and say, please, I need this information. How much does it cost to engage you for, say, 30 minutes or 1 hour? And that's how it is. Continue to develop yourself, and you will see that people will come to you when they need answers. And finally, and most importantly, you will be able to reach your potential and make an impact in the world when you invest in your personal development. Of course, there are a whole lot of other values that you can get when you invest in your development, but because of time, I would like to stop at these few points. Personally, investing in my development makes life fulfilling and meaningful for me, and I think it applies to a lot of other people too. But before you begin or continue on this journey of personal development, have you decided on what you want? This is important so you can tailor your efforts in the direction of what you want. I hope you understand. And before we end this session, I'd like to say read regularly. Reading is very important. There's a whole lot of benefit that comes with reading. And now with this program, you don't have a choice. I learned to read during my internship. I learned to read very well, and it paid off. You will get answers to many of the questions you have when you read. Let me tell you a quick story. Some 2 years ago, I bought a marketing course to help me with my food business, and I bought this course and I went through the course. I think it lasted for about a month and all of that. And at the end of the course, the coach recommended two books. One by Akin Alabi, Small Business, Big Money, and the other was Sell Like Crazy. I cannot remember the name of the author now, but she recommended these books, and I bought the books and I read and found out that everything she talked about in the training that we paid for was from these two books. She simply matched all the things that was talked about in both books and sold it to us as a course. And I had script where I could have, searched for these books. Before that time, I had been seeing the book being advertised everywhere I went on the internet. If I go on Google, especially Sell Like Crazy was being advertised at the time very aggressively, and I just did not pay any attention to it, even though I knew I could get information from the book to help with my business. But I did not, I didn't read it. So it felt somehow to have found out that this coach got sold to us information from the book. So reading indeed is very, very good and will help a great deal on your journey to personal development. So try as much as possible to explore the things you learn. Don't just keep it with you. Put it out and let people see what you can do. Let people, especially people who are close to you, or even people who are not close to you, just if you learn how to do this, say voiceover, for example, put it out and let's get feedback from people for improvement. You understand? Remember that you don't have to be perfect. Just keep doing it and you will get better at it. Don't forget the areas that you need to improve upon: your mental, your social, your spiritual, emotional. So that's it for this session. I'd like to thank you very much for your time, and I want to wish you all the best on this program and with everything that you have planned out to do. You can find me on Instagram at Foodie Remrem. That's my food blog page, and YouTube is Remrem the Foodie. It's the same on Facebook. My food business page is Remrem Foodies. I am still trying to work on that to make sure that people don't confuse the two. Once you type foodie Rem on Instagram, you can connect with me on other channels through that platform. So thank you again. Have a beautiful day.